Good morning, everybody. This is Lisa, Grammy Midwife, Suburban Homestead, and I have a special guest coming by today. Today is October the 8th, 2022, and this person has a special delivery for someone in Southeast Alabama, and I got in touch with him to find out where in Alabama he's coming, and he's coming here. So stay tuned, and we'll get to talk with him very soon. All right, my special guest showed up.
Oh,
Here
boy.
he is.
What's up, guys? How
Ricky
you doing?
Rourke with horizontalbees.com. Y'all check him out.
Appreciate
He got those
that.
neat ones, but he come over to see me. He delivered one to a special person around here, so
And
we're
you'll get
going
to
to go
see who
out to
that
the.
is, but we're going to go see
We're
some of these
keeping it a
beautiful bees
secret.
so far. So where did you get all your bees from here?
So let's see. This hive over here is one of my original hives, the one that's as sweet as can be, and home is where your honey is.
That's right.
That was one of my original hives, and that's the one I call Queen Amidala. She has really been a good queen. Of course, I'm sure she's probably reproduced, changed out.
Yeah.
But my biggest producer is this one over here. This was a combine that I did from, I actually split off from this hive to another one, but before, I think this is the one that I wound up combining two hives from.
Wow.
And this is the one I pulled, like, I think it was five or six supers of honey off of this spring. That was my best producing one, but these others were all splits. This one right over here, that's the Pepto Pink Queen.
Oh, that's a
The
Greg
one
Burns
that's
there,
a Greg Burns right there.
I better get an extra picture of this.
Yeah.
Tell you what, he's got queens everywhere, bud.
Yeah, we're getting his genetics. But y'all see how calm they are today.
They're
We're just
very
right
calm.
out here in front of the hives, right in their flight path.
You know, if I don't get one of these Greg
And,
Burns queens, somebody's going to have trouble. Hey, we was just over a certain person's place, and, and they were definitely calm.
Let's see, those two right over there were some of my early splits.
Let's go check these early splits out.
And there's my dead outs.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Dead outs. We all have
That's all right.
don't make it, right?
But this was one of my early splits, and then that was one of my early splits. And I had ordered these two queens. I had ordered off of from a guy in Georgia, and I've really kind of been impressed with his. They're Carniolan stock.
And Don, the Fat Bee Man, is it?
No, I don't know that this guy has a YouTube channel. I actually found him on eBay, but he's not far across the line from us, I don't think. It's Blackwater Bee Ranch is what it's called. But they've been some good stock.
Right. Now see, this upper entrance thing here, now so we just don't have that up there in the mountains. So I was talking to somebody earlier today, if we get that right there, that's usually high being robbed out, but you guys have that normal up here, and it works real good, right?
I've been wondering about that because I put these top feeders on. I took the ventilation off of them since we were getting cooler nights.
Right.
I had my tops propped up and kind of zigzagged my boxes to give them some ventilation, but I stopped it and put feeders on a couple. Well, actually I have feeders in three or four of them. Three. I've got feeders in these three right here. These two had really good resources, so I didn't feed them, and they were bringing in a lot of nectar.
Right.
So I'm just feeding those. And I noticed those over there that were starting to kind of beard up out there, so I think they're just trying to get to the feeder.
Yeah.
It's it looks like the box is notched or something. Yeah, I see. Probably where I hit it with my hive tool or something.
Yeah, but I mean that seems to be normal for down here. I think it helps with your all's heat, maybe.
I really think it does. I mean, I did the ventilation. You know, Bruce told me about that.
Yeah.
About tilting your tops up, and the ventilation seemed to help with the honey production too.
Right.
So,
you know, we was speaking of honey production up here. a gentleman had a 5-gallon buckets out,
Mhm.
and he said that's the way he can tell whether the bees need nectar or
Right.
honey by
Mhm.
sticking that 5-gallon bucket out with some syrup
Mhm.
in it, and if they don't touch it, y'all got a flow
Right.
going on. But if they do touch it, then, and he was telling me that it looked like y'all's flow had stopped and that it was time to start feeding. So.
Mhm. Yeah, you know, Bruce's bees. He did a video where he had set some of his, I think some of his combs or something out and let them. He said that's how you know when there's not a flow on. But
Going on.
I'm telling you, I could set my combs out here. It didn't matter if there was a flow on or not. They are going to those combs.
They're going to eat it up, ain't
They're
they?
going to eat it.
Yep, that's right. I've
But
seen the same thing. I killed 2 of my colonies at my place because of putting combs too close
mhm.
to my bee yard, and
Mhm.
I had 2 robbed out. It about killed me. It was my original hive that got killed out, and man, I didn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
But again, it happens. You know, we're not perfect.
Yep.
If we was, we'd never lose a hive. But that's just human nature to lose a few, and we learn from those mistakes and get better
Yep.
at it.
Well, and that's what I had to come to that conclusion. I just said it was God's way of telling me that I had to just kind of step back for a little bit and
Yep.
let the bees be bees and, you know, not so much try to, you know, I put my treatments on. I used Apagard because we still have temperatures where I can use Apagard. And then I talked to Rob yesterday at La Robbie's,
Yep.
and so he's got a vaporizer going out in the mail for me, so
Awesome.
I should have it in time to be able to hit him with some oxalic acid.
And I've got one of his original oxalic acid machines, and you know I love it. It works
Well, the
really
one
good.
I ordered the one with the cord, and I'll tell you why. Because we have all Milwaukee wireless, like trimmers, and you look at my yard, you wouldn't think we had any trimmers, but
Well,
pardon the weeds, I'm feeding the bees. But I decided those, especially the 18, is it the 18 volt
Yep.
battery on the
18 volt,
Milwaukee?
yep.
That sucker gets heavy.
Yeah, it does.
And so even with as few a hive as I have, I've got like it's almost like a Blue Eddy 750 watt solar generator. And he said as long as it'll do 500 watts, I can use it. So I got the corded one.
Yeah.
So I just bring my solar generator out here with me and hook it up.
Hook it up and
So
let it roll.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Well, you got some beautiful hives here. I tell you, folks, you don't have to have a lot of hives to be a beekeeper. You know, 1 or 2 hives. You know, then you get 3 or 4, and 5 or 6, or whatever it might end up being. If you just get a few hives and just enjoy the bees, that's what's important.
That's right. And I tell you, I wanted to grow so many more hives, and it just gave me a chance to kind of step back and go into the bees last week and just enjoy them again, because we just sat down. It wasn't as hot.
Right.
There was a breeze blowing, so we were able to get out here.
I don't know how you guys do it down here now.
Yes,
I mean,
woof.
I'm a mountain boy, and anything over 85 degrees, and I'm a sweating. So you guys, man, got the humidity and everything else to go with it.
It does.
I am impressed with y'all's beekeeping down south.
It gets hot. I'm trying to work up the nerve to get out of my jacket and work it, because I see people working in shorts. I probably could. I mean, I'm out here in shorts and my flip flops right now, and
I'm just not that brave.
I'm not that brave yet either. So.
Maybe one of these days.
Maybe.
Well, Lisa, I appreciate you letting me enjoy your bees. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It was nice to meet you.